Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing the good old-fashioned Assassination Rogue, and pretty much, I know some people wanted to see some 2v2 Assassination arena, so I'm trying to get that out for you guys here. Pretty much, you just need to know this. You'll lose to Druid, even after the nerf, and that's mainly just because, as a priest, you're not able to actually fear a Druid, because they're just so broken. They're able to sit 40 yards away. So all this rogue was just trying to do is one-shot me because now I don't have Trinket. She still has PS and stuff and swap, so we're literally fine. It does not matter. So we pretty much just get a free we on. And overall, the only thing that you'll lose to is Druids. That's why I think your best comp isn't Priest Rogue. It's probably Druid Rogue. I think honestly, in twos wise, everything with a Druid is just good. Mainly because Druid just cannot lose to anything other than a Druid. They're just really strong. You can never push for CC on them. It's like, and you need in order to win as a SAS, it's more of a, you need a win before damp because your priest won't be able to heal, out heal a lot of these healers. Because like once you get to about 50 or 60 damp, you pretty much lose. So you have to win before then. And it's really hard because a lot of these healers are crazy strong. Here I think we end up winning because this guy just doesn't want to click Earthen or anything. So I end up full sending him. He intervenes, I'm pretty sure. He rallies, so I guess he doesn't know that his rally is gonna fall. He ends up not clicking he has yet to click a single button yet. No wall, no earthen, and he dies. So without clicking a single button on, he ends up getting taken out, and we go next. So unfortunate for him, but we end up taking the W. Another game, Demo Lock's insanely annoying class. Anybody that's good, even if you're bad at Death Row, it's a crazy strong class, all based on just your, this guy ends up walling at 100% when I didn't even touch him at all. So there's that. I end up shrinking to stop the incap so I can stop their go here. At this point, all this guy's trying to do, this guy hasn't even put out Tyrant yet, and I'm at 40%, 30%, 20%. So this guy is yet to use, now he's clicked Tyrant, and now we need a line. Pretty much every time on Tyrant, you literally need to just permaline. This was a very close game. I feel like they should have easily won. Insanely strong spec. Absolutely just unbelievably strong. Literally just full on non-stop. It feels like he has Tyrant out the entire game because of all these pets. I end up just full sending the Shaman to try to get some pressure in. We end up almost killing him. It was very close. We end up getting Spirit Link and we end up getting his wall. Had we maybe had a little, maybe she had, had a little bit more damage, he would have actually just died. That's all my CDs right there. At this point, we have to run again. Because again, you're going to go in on stuns and then you're pretty much running. Because you're not able to just sit out there and just PvE because, demons just do unbelievable amounts of damage. But, yeah, here, this guy's literally hard casting demo balls. This is what I'm talking about. So, this guy is not only just hard casting a demo ball in my face, but as you can see, these are really, this is arena for you. This is just how it is. So he ends up getting Hex. I actually didn't have Kick, but now I have Kidney Bomb. We end up getting his Trinket. At this point, we're going to swap to the good old-fashioned Warlock. We're going to bleed him up and then just line again. For our Priest, it's kind of difficult to top off your teammate. Obviously, Kat's not like insanely good at Disc. I'm probably going to have her go back to Holy because she's a lot better at it. And I think she enjoys Holy like 10 times more because you're not sitting there feeling like you have no healing the entire game. You have a lot of dam, but you just have negative healing. You literally just have shields, that's it. And versus stuff that can purge, it's very annoying. So pretty much I'm sending the most CC in game. Fear, 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 fear. And then to stun, stun, to fear, to coil. Oh, there we go, nice. Nice, stunned again. So I've yet to be able to play the game for the last 20 seconds. Still, I've yet to play the game. I have finally gotten to move my character, and he has 30,000 pets on my screen. So, very fun. And this is the life of Demo Log, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of how you have to face these guys in the melee. You just go in, bleed them up, line, go on kidneys, and that's all you can really do. As you can see, I'm still just dying. The luck hasn't even been in my line in the last 20 minutes. That's just kind of how this class is. But I think we end up winning somehow. I think right here on all my CDs, we end up absolutely taking them out. She domes on top of the Warlock here in a second. I end up almost sapping off my blind, but of course, can't do that anymore. He ends up using his underground. I just cheap shot him. At this point, she doesn't have fear, so she can't fear. Otherwise, it would have been a DR fear and probably would have won. I end up DR kindling him. At this point, we can fear him in 3 seconds, but I think she just domes and I kill him right here. I think it's too much pressure with my Shiv. He's actually somehow still alive. He ends up stunning me here. It's super high damp. We need a win here. If he recovers, we kind of just lose. So I have to like literally just do damage as much as possible. Because it's either we lose or we win. I end up evading. At this point, she's going to dome on top of the Warlock because she knows I'm going to be going there anyway. Boom, I get inside it and we take him out. So again, your main goal is pretty much to double bleed and then just kidney on fear goes. Obviously, you want to be kidneying off DRs, but what you want to be trying to do is, fear the healer or fear the off target and then kidney the main target, and that's pretty much what you're doing. Now, it is really hard to, it all comes down to Wrestler Druids. Wrestler Druids will absolutely farm you, and they kind of farm every healer, to be fair. That's like the one issue with not playing with a Wrestler Druid is they have unlimited CC, they have roots. I end up bombing to basically swap here, so that way he doesn't get any value out of the PS. So pretty much I'm just full bleeding these. This guy is yet to heal his teammate because of that bomb. So that entire dome was pretty much useless. And pretty much, as you can see now, we're doing unhealable damage. Got double bleeds up, and that's pretty much all you're doing. You're pretty much just double bleeding, and you're just doing unhealable damage the entire game. Another PS on top of his dot with the swords, really good. Oh, he's trying to get his ultimate penance off, which is, we really don't want that to go off. At this point, I can kidney the, priest. Let's see what happens. Do I kidney the priest, or do I kidney... I'm getting my bleeds up before I kidney. That way I'm not kidneying and then still having to bleed. So make sure you're keeping your bleeds up on everybody. So I rebleed here, so I'm rebleeding. I vanish, so I can vanish the penance. I'd rather him do the healing than it do the damage, because it's crazy damn. I end up vanishing and into a stun when the penance is over. At this point, he DR stuns me. We got our growth off, which is really nice. At this point, again, we're just double bleeding, full ruptures, and we end up kidneying him. Now, we didn't get a rupture off, but at this point, we can just get our rupture back up, and we can shiv if we need to. We get gripped, sure, that's fine. We're going to rebleed the warrior here. And as you can see, this is pretty much Assassination. This is all you're doing. At this point, she has fear, so all we have to do is go warrior with a fear, and we should win. She ends up getting feared first. At this point, I get stunned. It is what it is. She's trying to heal me up. At this point, we really need a fear. It's like the one thing that'll probably win us the game. She domes here. I gouge, even though there's bleed on him. At this point, she can fear him. Okay, fine. So we fear. He ends up trinketing. So the next fear go, we should just, it should be lights out. So in 20 seconds, we should win the game. Now, we have to somehow survive here. So we're kind of just sitting on the pillar and trying to live. So I'm just running around the pillar and going in and out and pretty much just bleeding. He ends up blade storming my kidney. Or actually, no, he trinket blade storms. Okay, I thought he blade stormed it. So at this point, now we need a fear. Like, the moment it's up, we gotta fear, full send him, and just kill him through his dot with the swords. It's literally our own chance. He ends up PSing, but at this point, we kind of just have to go for it. A gouge into a fear. She's gonna push him for the fear off my gouge. And at this point, now we're just gonna full send everything we got. Full kidney, GG's. Lights out. So that's pretty much all there is for that. Now for the last lobby, this is actually a loss, and this is the perfect explanation of a Druid. And this is our super hard counter, and mainly due to the fact that, it's a hunter survival, which basically they can badge all of your bleeds off, which is like the ultimate. Not only is it a wrestler, which counters my healer, but it's a hunter that counters me. So very unlucky Ante. Now, I know there's a talent, it's like Archangel, that my priest can be running, which will actually give her a decent amount of healing more. It's like 10%, which is, alright, 15 or something. I'd probably still rather her just play Holy. It still does a lot of burst healing. It's just overall it doesn't have much, like, utility, but, I mean, we don't really need utility. We honestly just need healing. I end up swapping to the good old-fashioned Druid, getting my bleeds up. And I end up just full sending him at this point. I think he might fake cast me. I end up kicking air because, usually when me and Cat play, it's usually our warm-up games, so these are games just, I don't even know what we're doing at this point. These games were incredibly boring, though. I end up blinding all my bleeds off, and she breaks it anyway. So I blinded all my stuff off just to get a go off the warrior, or on the hunter, and she breaks my blind. Very unlucky. If we played a little bit better, honestly, we probably could have won. But, I don't really expect to play perfect when I'm playing twos. I just literally just chill and do what we can, and if we mess up, it is what it is. At this point, you'd think we'd get close to killing, which we almost do, but of course he has a bubble, so there's it. At this point, I'm trying to get a re if possible. It looks like I'm not going to get it. I gouge here. and we're just gonna keep pumping. He ends up almost dying. Had I had a he almost dies right here. Almost. Ultimate penance, unfortunately, it's just not enough, and I can't step because I'm a assassination rogue. If I was on my sub, I would have been able to step there. But of course, insanely unlucky, and he ends up surviving into a full cycle. And just kidding, I end up kicking this one. Of course, I'm just perma-rooted the entire game into a disarm. This guy's just permanently doing unhealable damage. So I end up trying to just lie here. As you can see, the difference between a Rest Druid and a Hunter, this Rest Druid has to do nothing the entire game. Meanwhile, my Priest has to spam heal. That's the hard evidence of the difference. These guys just put up pods and then can just run away the entire game, CC, and do pretty much whatever they want. Everybody else has to just sit there and purely heal. That's like the big, even after the nerf, it's still the same. They're still broken. They're still the best healer in the game. That's just how Resident is. You actually have to make them play the game instead of. I actually ended up just missing kick again. I was like so lazy with my kicks. Honestly, I already knew we were gonna lose this the moment I didn't kill him on that ultimate penance go. So you'd think we would win here, but another example of, yeah, nope, he's a Resident, so he's just gonna skin, bear form, and he's perfectly fine. Even if I full send all of my bursts into him, obviously it's still just nowhere near enough. He just clicks his tree form. He's topping himself off at 50% dampening almost. It's disgusting, and that's just how it goes. So again, make sure you're playing with a Resident. If you play with a Resident in twos wise, you'll do a lot better. You can still push with the priest. You're just gonna have a lot you're gonna have a hard time because you're not gonna be able to ever push on a druid. You're never gonna be able to push for fears or none of that because you're a disc priest. Unless you go druid, you're really not gonna be able to get any CC other than like blind. So again, we had a chance maybe to win in one of these if had I been able to step there just by like one miscalculation. But overall, it's still really good. You do a lot of damage, and it is what it is. Unlucky that we faced the rest of the Druid. That's really most of the healers over 1800 or even 1700. They're mostly just rest of Druid. You rarely ever face anything else. Maybe you face like the occasional disc priest, but it's usually just rest of Druid because they're just so disgustingly good. Like this guy's literally sitting in cat form at 60 or 50 something dampening, and he's everybody's full HP. So this guy has finally came out of form, and just now he's back in form. So he put 2 heals on him. He's literally just getting healed by Trance back there. Lol. But it is what it is. We almost ended up winning, but yeah, this guy's literally sitting in cat form 90% of the game. So it is what it is. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, I will have some Outlaw games coming out in a bit. I don't know what time. Obviously, I ended up, it is what it is. I have some Outlaw gameplay coming out in the next few days. I actually ended up making my alt rogue go full Outlaw, so we're going to see what happens. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to go check out my other videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, peace.